First question is, can you introduce yourself in one sentence? My name is Noah Lennox, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, in America, and I go by the name Panda Bear when I play music, and I'm in a band called Animal Collective.
My name is Brian Waits, and I've also played Animal Collective as Geologist, and I'm from Philadelphia originally, but moved to Baltimore, which is where I met Noah in high school. That's it. That's one sentence.
Number 2 is, what's your role in the band? And I play drums, primarily, but also do various other things at certain times.
I mostly do samples and keyboards.
Number 3 is, what does the music give to yourself? And it's sort of a complicated question, I guess, but it gives me something really fun to do. It's also my vocation, my job, and I'll leave it at that. I think those are the simple answers.
Yeah, I agree. It gives me something fun. It's great it's really a privilege, and I feel really lucky to be able to have fun and be creative. Mm-hmm. And it's also given me a way to support my family and have a really great life, and so it gives me a lot.
Number 4 is, why did you decide to be a musician? In some ways I felt like I chose it. In some ways I didn't feel like I chose it so much. In as much as when I was younger, I really liked playing music and making songs and recording songs, but there wasn't a moment where I said to myself, this is really what I'm going to do in my life. I kind of wish I'd been so headstrong about it, but it was more kind of a slow kind of build up, and then one day I was like, this is what I do all the time. So.
I don't really remember making that decision. I guess I'm still not sure if I've made that decision. I was actually really happy in my job. I was doing environmental policy, but I also like playing music, and it seemed like I increasingly couldn't do both at the same time. And we were in our 20s, and I wasn't married. I didn't have a kid at the time, so I just thought, well, for now, I'll be a musician. And I didn't assume that was almost 10 years ago at this point, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, so I just didn't assume that I'd still be doing it, but it's still fun, so I'm doing it.
Number 5, what do the words music band mean for you? Being in a band is it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's also can be sort of a complicated thing, but that's also has its benefits, I would say. It's an ever-changing thing, I would say, too. You get there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like any relationship that we've been in this one in some form or another for almost 20 years at this point. So I'm sure that's longer than I've been with my wife.
It's like, if it's good, it has to be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, totally, because that's how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
But still here, so. Next one.
Number 6, Lennon or Dylan? I'm gonna go with John Lennon.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy one, I think.
No disrespect to Bob, but. Number 7 is, which drugs could you be? I would like to be something on the mellower side. I don't like the upper drugs. I don't think that's not really.
That's not us.
It's not really my attitude so much. So anything that makes you feel more tranquil and peaceful, I'd hope to be something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was always psychedelic drugs, I think, had an effect on the band and on the music we make and the music we like, and that inspired us. So I'd say of any drugs I've tried in my life, those ones seem to have the most positive, lasting effects.
Number 8, what would you like to launch into space? I'm a little worried about launching things into space as far as...
Yeah,
Actually, I'd like to launch myself into space.
That was going to be my answer.
Yeah, I'd like to go into space myself.
Someone told me recently there's too much trash in space, and they have to
That's what I was thinking.
figure out.
I don't want to just send something nasty out there.
We have to figure out like new orbits for junk. So yeah, I'll just send myself.
That's a number. Number 9 is one of your favorite songs. And I feel like all the things I'm thinking of are not very exciting answers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what music I've been listening to recently, and I feel like I've actually been on a really quiet. My kid's really into singing Beachwood 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's like an old girl group song that he heard, and then he became obsessed with it. That's probably the song I listen to the most these days, and I really like it too. So it's kind of my jam right now. It's playing on the new Daft Punk record we just listened to.
That Fragments of Time song is really good.
That sounds pretty good.
Uh, 10. Which animal are you able to imitate? I feel like I could do a fair amount of them. Not really good, but
Like sound wise?
yeah. I guess,
I'm not sure.
like ducks are pretty easy.
Yeah.
Do a duck.
Can you do it now?
No, I'm not gonna do it. But I can. I'm kind of embarrassed,
Yeah.
but I could do a duck.
I don't know what I could do. Maybe some kind of a bird whistle.
Yeah, those are easy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Fragments.
Just one more.
Just one.